to do this. I had a great weekend. Really slow, but I had the opportunity to hang out with my older niece. I met her Friday night and we hung out for hours and to talk at a bar. Shout out to Celeste. She's my love. She's a gorgeous person, both inside and out. And we met at her favorite bar. That's around the corner from for her, and we spoke for hours. And actually, that's one of the things I love about her because it's one of the things that I love to do, and they're just talk, um, philosophizing. That's what they say. That's what they call it, right? But we were really talking about family, family history, and what family means. We we're both very family minded and very aggressive when it comes to our careers and what we want to build. But we started the conversation about the purpose for family, the purpose of being elders, right? I'm finding myself an elder, even though although my parents are still living. I kind of have to accept that I'm an elder, and do what the elders did for me and give me those life lessons, and also which sets us up. No matter how much money they had a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, and that's important. Along with leaving something for the next generation to build upon. Everybody should be building. It has to be a building situation. Doug Andrews in this three-dimensional wealth program, he talks about the importance of transferring cash to your family, and that's spelled K.A.S.H. All right, it's knowledge, attitude, skill, and habits. Those are very important for each generation to build and not having to start over, because those concepts are are what separates strong families from families that separate and fall apart. And along with that, leaving them something to build with. No generation should have to start over. I don't think. I mean, it's like let's plan ahead of time. Let's plan 70 years ahead, right? There was a story about a man who was about 70 years old, and on his property he grew an oak tree. He was digging a hole for an oak tree, and oak tree takes at least 20-30 years to mature. And his neighbors asked him, well, why are you working so hard? You're not gonna see this tree blossom, all right? And he answered, well, it doesn't matter if I see it. This is what I leave behind. This will be my legacy, and at some point someone will benefit from its shade, from its beauty. But I did it, right? It's part of me. And I think that's how we need to think about this life is you might not see it. Another scholar, and he's a informal mentor, and that's I can't remember his name right. Nash. Um, Nelson Nash. I don't know why my brain went dead. Nelson Nash. And he wrote this book called Being Your Own Bank, which is fantastic. Gotta get it. It is for the insurance layman. It's really fantastic. But anyway, in one of his videos, he said you should be planning as if you're going to live forever and live as if you're going to die tomorrow. And that does, it's like blew my mind. I said, yes. Just think, right? You seen those videos of the newborn babies, um, and it seems like they know exactly what type of family they've been born into. Poor families, and they got this scowl on their face. Just imagine, right? You set up your family, and what you think is a lot of money, and because they didn't have the skills, the knowledge, attitude, skills, and habit to keep it, you be you reincarnate later into that same family, and they broke is I don't know what. Would you be mad? I'll be mad. I was like, really, really. So that's why I think it may be important for you to leave those skills, excuse me, those knowledge, attitude, skills, and habits to your family, because you might you might be incarnated back into that same family, if you believe in reincarnation. I don't know. It was just a wild thought that came up. But anyway, that's my message for the day. And I want to wish you a awesome week. And stay focused on your goals. Stay focused on your family. Stay focused on God, your supplier. And make sure you take care of yourself. Later.